In this video, you're going to learn how to install MongoDB on a Windows computer. So if you're using a Mac, please just mark this video as completed. Now, since I personally don't own any Windows computer, and this installation involves a couple of Windows-specific steps, I asked my teaching assistant Alexander to take you through the process. So everyone say hi to Alexander.
Hello guys, my name is Alexander, and in this lecture I will show you how to install MongoDB on your Windows machine. First you need to open your browser and go to the mongodb.com website. You can see the address right here. Then you need to click on Products and choose MongoDB Server, okay? Now click on this green download button and once again choose Server from here. Okay, now we want to install this MongoDB community server, and we have a couple of options here. So please choose the current release, which at this point of time is the 4.0.9, okay. As the operating system, please choose Windows, and I will just stick with this default MSI package, okay. So after setting this up, you can just hit this download button, or in case it doesn't work for you, just copy the link below and paste it in the address bar, okay? So now you should see this pop-up that will ask you if you want to save this file. Just click Save File, and it should start downloading, okay? So I will just stop this because I already have this file, okay? But after downloading it, you can just close the browser, open your file manager, go to Downloads, and you can see that the installer is already there. Alright, so double click on that, and now you should see this setup wizard, okay? Click Next, accept the license, and click to install this complete version, okay? And now it will ask you if you want to install MongoDB as a service, which basically means that Mongo server will run in the background. So you can check this, click Next. It will also ask you to install MongoDB Compass, which is the graphical user interface. So you can also check this and click Next. And now just click Install. And you may see some windows pop up that will ask you if you want to allow this app to be installed on your device, okay? So in that case, just click Yes. And now it should start the installation process. It will take about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll be right back to you after the installation. Alright, now just let this Compass install. Okay, you can see the shortcut right here. And this is basically the Compass community window, okay? So you can close this, click this Finish button, and now we have two more things to do. First, we need to create a directory in which MongoDB will store our data. For this, please open your file manager once again and go to the disk where MongoDB was installed. So in my case, it's local disk C. Here, create a directory called data. So right click here, new, folder, and call this folder data, okay? Now inside this data folder, create another one called DB. Alright, so this is the place where MongoDB will store our databases. Now let me quickly show you that MongoDB actually works. So I'm going to local disk C, program files, find MongoDB here, go to server 4.0, and we are interested in this bin directory, okay? So you can see there is a lot of files here, but basically we are interested in this MongoD file, which is Mongo server, and in this mongo.exe file, which is Mongo shell, okay? So let me just copy the path from here and open my console. And by the way, I'm using PowerShell, but you can also use the command prompt, okay? It doesn't matter in this case. So I'm using the cd command to go to this directory. You can also write this dir command to list all the files, and if you compare them, you can see that all these files are the same, okay? So we are in the same bin directory. And now let me just run this MongoDB server. So MongoDB.exe, you can hit tab to autocomplete this. And I'm just hitting enter. And you can see that the server is starting, okay? So if you take a look at this line, you can see that it's waiting for connections on port 27017. So we've basically started a server, and now we need a shell to connect to the server to be able to manipulate our databases, okay? So we'll be able to create database, delete databases, add records, etc. All right? I will just open another PowerShell window to demonstrate it to you. And just cd to the same bin directory, but now run this mongo.exe, okay? So this is the Mongo shell. And you can see that we've automatically connected to the same port, okay? And now I will just run the db command, and I should get the test database in return, okay? And that's right. So now you see that everything works, okay? In this PowerShell we are running the server. In this PowerShell window we've connected to this server, okay? And now we can just close this process using Ctrl+C. I will also close this server, okay? And there is actually one more thing to do. So what if I would like to run this Mongo server from another directory? Okay, let me just show it to you. I will open another PowerShell window, and now you can see that I'm currently in my user directory, so I'm in C users Alexander, and I want to open MongoDB server from here. Let me just write this command, so mongodb.exe, and there is an error, okay? So it says the term mongodb.exe is not recognized as the name of commandlet, function, script file, or operable program. So basically Windows don't know where to look for this mongodb.exe file, okay? So it thinks this file should be in my user directory, but of course this file doesn't exist here because it comes from MongoDB bin directory. So we need to find a way to tell Windows to look for this file in that bin directory, okay? And we can actually do this using system variables. So let's close this Windows for now, and I will open settings, and here in the search bar just write env, okay? And click on this edit the system environment variables. So now you should see this small window. It's called System Properties. We are in the Advanced tab, and here just click on this Environment Variables button, okay? And we are interested in this System Variables path variable, okay? Click Edit, and you can see that there is a couple of paths added here. For example, I have added Node.js and Git, so I'm able to run Node from anywhere. And we will add MongoDB here as well. So let me just copy the path from here. So this is this bin directory, okay? And I will just create another variable here and paste this path here. Now you can just click OK. Once again, click OK. You can close this window. And let's test it in PowerShell, okay? So you can see that I'm currently in my user directory, and I will run mongodb.exe once again. And you can see that everything works just fine, okay? So the server is running on the same port as before, and it's ready to use. Alright, so you can close this, and this is all. So we've installed MongoDB and MongoDB Compass on our Windows computer. We've created a directory called data to store our databases. And we've also added MongoDB to the path, so we are able to run MongoDB commands from anywhere in our system.